So I'm not waiting for Asoft to migrate onto a new website with his replay viewer, and so I said screw it, I'm gonna go on Pokemon Showdown. This was a UU battle I had. This was the latest UU battle. I got quite high in the UU ladder, and I'll show you guys at the end of the video. But yeah, so this was actually a recent team I made. I lead out with Jinx. Now he's obviously abusing Tornadus, and I didn't really expect Heat Wave because I don't know. I didn't know what Tornadus ran in UU, so I do see that it is choice. So this allows me to bring in my Azumarill, which is great because now I realize, you know, hey, he's locked into Heat Wave and he has nothing to switch into that can take a waterfall. Anything is going to either get 1 KO'd or 2 KO'd. So he does bring in his Bronzong. Now you might guess that this Bronzong is a support set, which is the most common set because hey, what can an offensive Bronzong do anyways? Anyway, and so anyways, I do switch in my Raikou here because he has his Tornadus, and Hurricane is just causing me a lot of trouble, just pain in the ass. Anyways, so I wall it with my Raikou, and I go ahead substitute, and obvious Golurk switch is obvious, and so I hit in power, and I realized that that just didn't do enough. I'm like, shit, man. So this is a defensive Golurk. I'm gonna bring in my Crobat and just be a bitch and just hit it with Brave Bird's taunts. I can just barely take on this Golurk just because it does not have Ice Punch or Stone Edge, which was, I mean, I didn't really scout that out nicely. I just kind of guessed he didn't, just because he has Substitute and he's just so special defensively bulky. And so I'm just taking it on with my Crobat. My Crobat has Roost and Leftovers. I'm fine. And now this is going to force him to switch, however. Now he's going to switch into his Crustle, right? And I did not want to take any chances with this Crustle because, you know what, Crustles have caused me so much trouble, and I'm just not going there with this Crustle. So I go ahead and taunt, fearing the Shell Smash, but we do find out that this is an offensive Crustle, and that leads me to think that he actually does not have Stealth Rocks on this Crustle, because, you know, it's more likely that he's offensive with his Crustle and he's a support set with his Bronzong, because, you know, you don't carry Stealth Rocks with 2 Pokemon. Anyways, so this gives me perfect initiative to switch into Machamp, so I go ahead and do that. Substitute with the Machamp. I love Sub Machamp. Oh my god, I'm in love with Sub Machamp. Anyways, so I don't think Payback or Ice Punch mattered. I just got lucky with the Ice Punch and got a freeze on it, and now this leads me into killing Magmortar with a Dynamic Punch. However, it, you know, confuses it. Now I have to be safe and switch out my Azumarill, and it hits itself in confusion, of course. That's what Dynamic Punch is for. Anyways, now he brings in his Tornadus. I want to savor my Azumarill, so therefore I switch into my Raikou. I'm like, hey, whatever, Raikou is not actually that important because I can take out this Tornadus with other Pokemon such as the Crocodile Azumarill combo. Azumarill with Waterfall just wrecks, and it is Choice Banded with huge power. Anyways, now I predict him after he walls me with his Umbreon. I predict him to Toxic, because I was actually going to switch into Machamp until I thought, you know, hey, Umbreon is going to Toxic me, so I might as well just go for the Substitute, block it, Calm Mind, get a Thunderbolt off. I, again, don't really care that much that I might lose this Raikou, and, you know, I do to a Payback crit, but hey, whatever. So now I do switch my Machamp. He sees that he's screwed, and he forfeits. So I was actually thinking a lot because I actually took forever to click the Kick Inactive User button, and I was thinking maybe he might switch into his Tornadus and take the Dynamic Punch, but then I was thinking, what if my Machamp is faster? Well, actually, at first I was thinking that he might Toxic my Machamp, but then I was thinking Speed Tiers. I actually didn't calc the Machamp speed and Umbreon speed. I don't know if Machamp, I still don't know if Machamp outspeeds Umbreon. I'm just guessing it does. But they're both very slow Pokemon, to the point where I don't usually have this matchup because I just don't face Umbreons and with Machamps. So anyways, yeah, so I figured Dynamic Punch is going to make anything confused, and then I can come in with my Crocodile and take care of business, because Stone Edge is just going to wipe out the rest of his team. If that's not enough, I can bring in my Azumarill and Aqua Jet the rest of his team as well, because the rest of his team is still weak to Azumarill, which, you know, that's the way to play. You have to save the Pokemon that's a big threat, and kind of play around. At first, I played as if my Raikou was, you know, was the Pokemon I was savoring because of his Tornadus, but in the end, it is Azumarill that I needed to save, and yeah, it was kind of my revenge killer, my last resort, if you will. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and I did get quite high in the UU ladder on Smogon, which kind of surprised me, because, you know, I've always known that Pokemon Showdown was, you know, terrible, the community, but now that Smogon has moved on to Poké Showdown, I just feel like it's an accomplishment that I'm in, like, 21st or 22nd, I don't remember off the top of my head right now. I am guessing it's 21st on the ladder. Wow, I was like, wow, that was quick after an hour of playing. So hope you guys enjoyed. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. And one last note before we go, I did say that I was going to show you guys my UU ranking. Here we go. 22nd, you see here, it says 22nd Croak, and this was on the Smogon server. Well, what else server is there? Anyways, yeah, so this is my Facebook page, though. I do want to kind of point that out really fast, because I haven't really advertised my Facebook page, and I recently updated it, and so I have some really cool shit going on here. You can't resist Jessica Negri, must like the page, yes. And here's me with a mustache, which is pretty G, and you guys can see that I do update every time I put up a video, and I post some funny Pokemon shit. So if you don't give a shit about the uploads, at least you can see some well, some funny Pokemon memes and shit. And then you can also fucking Jessica Negri. So I don't know what I said, but I can't really make a sentence about Jessica Negri without fucking it up, because she's just taunting me with her eyes. I'm just kidding. She's really cute, and her shirt is kick-ass, and, well, I already said that in the post. I feel like a creeper. I feel like people who share Jessica Negri are creepers, but she's really pretty, and it's pretty awesome that she does do cosplay. Not to be a weird-ass motherfucker, but, yeah, so, go like, and, 4 likes. That's pretty much because I've never advertised it before, but I actually don't know how it got 4 likes without me advertising it once. Like, where did those, anyways. So I'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching.